All right. Hey guys, good morning. It's Melissa here. I am just literally waking up. I had my oatmeal, had my orange juice, took some Advil. I had a migraine again this morning. Just kind of jumping out of bed, not too fast, but jumping out, and I gotta go take care of rent. Yesterday they told me they didn't want it in partial payment, so I had to wait for my son to come home. He gave me a money order, so I have to go pay his. And then because of the way I am, I mean, I don't mind spending money and I will if my time is tight. Like, I'll go out to eat, I'll buy the kids. I don't anymore, but I used to take the money to buy them like McDonald's or something if I was in a rush and didn't want to cook. But I'm like, I just don't want to spend my money. I don't want to spend mine. Like, if I have it, it's like, why would I spend my own money on something when I can get it for free? So that's usually my mindset. I do have times I'm just like, yeah, I'll just spend it. I don't care. My time's more important. So last night I was like, I really have so much money. I'm only working 1 day a week. I got to plan ahead. I've got some other expenses I need to pay. And so I just prayed. I'm like, God, help me with this last, $300. So a lot of times when you go for help with rent, it's not, you don't always have to have like the whole amount paid. You can be like, okay, I'm going to get a little bit from here and a little bit from here, and it adds up. So yesterday I had a church that wanted to give us $200 in cash. I have had churches, I called a church yesterday. There are churches that will help you a couple times, not just once. Some of them are like once a year. And then this one was like, well, we helped you already 2 times. We don't have the money right now, but call back in August and we're going to help you again if you need it. So there are churches that are more than happy to help. I mean, I've talked to churches that are like, nope, we don't help people, or we don't do that, or you have to be a member. Where I've had other churches like, oh, we certainly do help people, Yes, of course we help people. Go on our website, here you go. And I've had churches say, oh yeah, this is a tough economy for people. We definitely help people. So it's all in the work that you do to call people. And I'm not boasting about this. Kevin Leandro says I boast to the court about how I, get money from churches or whatever. I'm not boasting. I'm just being as resourceful as I can, because there are times my time, I'm just like, especially when I was traveling, I'm like, I don't have time to be frugal. I've got to get on the road. I had $1,000. I'm paying for a hotel. I'm paying for food. I don't have time to be frugal. But for the most part, I am pretty resourceful. And, I had one of my relatives when I first had my kids say, boy, are you resourceful? And it's just, life goes back and forth. There's times that things cost more money and there's times it doesn't cost much. So it's not that, basically I'm boasting, but like yesterday, I'm like, okay, if you just worked, 60 hours a week and had plenty of money and you did this and you did that, your time would be really, you wouldn't really have the time that I love to have to do what I want. But I'm like, so what? So what? So what? You got money, your bills are paid. I choose to do it a little bit harder, the hard way. I choose to say, okay, right now my time is still important with my kids, especially my youngest. I'm still there for him. And I'm like, why would I not take the resources? Why would I not take what's available? So it's not a matter, it's what am I trying to say? I don't always say things how I should say it. There is no shame in taking help. Whether I have, do it in my own strength today or whether I call somebody, it doesn't matter. So I had someone from an organization last night, not a church, but an organization where my son has served in the military. And he's like, yeah, just get him his, just tell him to give us his D14 or whatever form it is, I forget, and we'll take care of it. And this guy actually went out of his way, and he's like, not only will we help, but we have another organization I called, and they're also going to help. So it's amazing the help that's available out there if you look. And then he's like, "Did your son serve overseas?" And I'm like, "Yeah, he has." And this other guy was like, "Okay, then he qualifies for like veterans foreign affairs or something for any kind of help he needs." So there is just a million ways to get help. So this was last minute. This was last night, and I told the office, I'm like, "Okay, I'll be in tomorrow," which I have to go in now, "and I'll have the rent." But I'm like, "No, wait for that other person to help you and save on money." So I'm actually going to ask them to extend the wait period today until this afternoon. That's when this guy is coming by with a check.